more things we'll be using this year. Okay, I ordered this. This is called America State by State, and it's a placemat of each individual state as we get to it. It's really neat. You can get it on Amazon, and I did order that just for extra practice, maybe coloring in the morning with Morning Basket. Teaching textbooks. I have Story of the World. This is something new that I got, the Human Body Coloring Book. And actually it's on sale at Barnes & Noble. I think it was $10. But it's an extremely large coloring book with all parts. And I thought that might be fun for this year. We do teaching textbooks, so there is a lot of that in there. I do have these with the presidents, with, and I have My States, which is a really good guide to states and capitals. I have simple multiplication. I had this from years back, so I'm just keeping it in here in case we need extra practice. I have road trip. This is really fun. Every time we go somewhere, I try to remember to bring this because it has just wonderful ideas for like different places. It gives different information about the state, things you may go through, why the state does this or that, or fun facts, and I really like that book. I have the United States workbook with the 50 states from Target. United States coloring book. I have a multiplication. This is actually really nice as well. I have a multiplication book with fun activities for extra practice. I have my Bible curriculum teacher's guide. I have a reason for handwriting. And this is a reason for spelling. We're going to use both of these this year. Reason for handwriting and a reason for spelling. And then I showed you that. Okay, these are all the draw right now and the draw and write through history that we'll be using this year. So we have Christopher Columbus goes through the autumn harvest and weather. We have draw right now through history. These are all really, really neat books, and they just, to me, the draw and write through history is a little bit more complex than the draw right now, but we're going to use both of them as we get through the week system with CC. Okay, these books, what are these? I believe I've shown these on here, but these are actually all of the cards that we memorize through the year. These are actually all of my science cards. And so I do have them in little notebooks. That's what all the little black notebooks are. Here we are. See? Science. I believe this is artists and composers. And then I have Medieval World, New World, and Modern World. All CC cards. Then I have Farmer Boy and Imagination Station. These are all things that we're reading or going to read. And there is that. This is kind of stuff for future and extra. I have the human body, and I do have some more fun things for Ashton to do. Oh, there's the Story of the World. I had that sitting there just in case we would use it. But that's like little wood Melissa and Melissa and Doug toys that we may end up using through the year. The next thing that I have is this is something new that I just got that I really like, and it's called the Bible Explorer's Guide. Really liked it. It gives lots of cool facts about the Bible. $7.98 at Sam's. Got that. Okay, these are a few more things that I got. Some of the drive-through history, the Nature Connection, a student atlas, the Usborne See Inside Your Body. This is a very cool book, especially if you're doing anything that is, you know, and you can see like how really neat it is. And then you can kind of come and like flip it and see even in more depth with all the little facts that it gives. Very cool book. Okay. I just got this. Jonah was a fan of Rocket. We loved Rocket, but this is for Ashton. Rocket's Mighty Words, and I also have Rocket Learn to Read. We love Rocket. Okay, so there's Rocket. Also, a few things that we do use. This is more teaching textbooks. The Usborne Encyclopedia of Planet Earth, which is wonderful. I love this. The encyclopedia, sorry, the light's not that great. Encyclopedia of World History, which is wonderful. I did get the paint by stickers. Somebody advised that, which I love. We have classical music, the outdoor books. America's 50 states, the flag, and a time chart to American history. And I got this for an incredibly good deal at Barnes & Noble, just a few dollars. It was on sale, and it's a really awesome book. So, oh, and I also have, I bought from Miss Katie, the My Body book. Yay! Then, last but not least, let me step out of the way of the light so you guys can see it. Okay, that is just a basket of books for Ashton to read while we are, you know, schooling the big stuff. These are 2 Melissa and Doug wooden United States puzzles that I've shown in the past. These are all of Ashton's book. A is for Apple, animal books, more rocket books. And then this is actually my curriculum that I use with Jonah just in case I want to go back and reference it for Ashton. So yeah, here we have it. This is my bookshelf. Oh, and hanging on my chalkboard right here, let me see if I can bring it into focus. Those are Cycle 3 cards. I just kind of leave them hanging right there for when I need them. There it is. Some people have asked me about my chalkboard. It is a vintage chalkboard that I bought once upon a time. I actually bought it in Leesville. No, DeRidder. One of them. Anyway, it is on wheels. I can show you down here. Kind of, see? It's on wheels. And it has been wonderful. Another thing is I did buy this. I've had it from the time Jonah was in preschool, and I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. It's a precious little print, and I love it. And it's just hanging above our kitchen, and it's just so sweet. So there you have it, guys. There's that. And then we'll be back with what's next. Okay, and this is probably what I get the most questions about for some reason. But what this is a magnetic whiteboard. It's really not a big deal at all. And the little dots on there are magnetic little clips that you can hold up different pictures. As you see, I've got the baseball picture. It's really not a big deal. And everybody seems to ask me what that is, but it's just a magnetic whiteboard, and it's no big deal. Okay. This is another thing that I did. I was telling you about the Write-A-Mat, I'm sorry, that I use. And you see this little thing right here? I just kind of use this to hold up whichever Write-A-Mat that I'm using at that time, okay? As you can see, like back here, this is a little cart that I used last year. I have a ton of these things. I have, you can see all the different ones. We have numbers, animals of the world, multiplication, the human body. I think I did a video on that one actually. I have more United States, continents, cursive. This is more state things, solar system. And this is actually just like a little draw, like a little play mat. Yeah, so I just switch out whichever one I think is relevant at that time, and that's kind of what I do. Okay, this is the newest thing that I've incorporated in my schoolroom. And I actually had it on a filing system by my desk for a really long time, and it just hit me one day, you know what, I could really use that for our day-to-day stuff. And just kind of, as I pull it back to my desk, go back to reference, whatever, it's on wheels. So what I have actually for that is a lot of our CC material. This is, well, let's see if we can find my picture. There it is! Finger! Hello! Okay. That's my foundations guide. That little blue box next to it is actually what's going to hold paperwork or any extra material that I want to store away and just put in there, you know, just to have some space. The light blue book is our essentials guide. That is the ones, week 13 through 24. So I actually have week 1 through 12 in its own little notebook. And I'm not going to talk too much on that until I do go to essentials training, and I'm not sure if it's called training, but just like go and find out more in depth about what will be going on from Miss Katie. But yeah, this is our little cart for right now. I do have, which I thought was a cute idea, 2 magnetic whiteboards with their little markers. I have Jonah's Bible, and I also have our foundations. This is just like a weekly, let me show you what this is actually. This is kind of cool. Oh, that's gonna fall, yay. Okay, anyway, we have Okay, these are just for worksheets. I put the American History book list in here, and then as you can see, I have tabbed 1 through 24. And what I'll do is, like, behind these tabs, I'll have worksheets that I printed from C3 that are relevant to, you know, that week, in case we need extra practice, in case, you know, we have some downtime, which likely is not probably going to happen, but it's always there. If I need it and I don't have to run and go print it, it's just there. Kind of keeping my eyes open with C3. And then in these drawers, I just have some extra rulers and material. Let me pick up the Bible. That'll probably be a good thing. Oh, by the way, this is an awesome Bible that I bought at Lifeway in Leesville, and it does have the planets on it. It's a King James version, which Jonah is kind of liking. We're learning. Okay, so these are the little trays that I talked about. Some of them are empty to get it in here. As you can see, the kids have already been playing with them and added, imagine that, a fidget spinner. And then this is where I keep extra supplies. If you haven't taken advantage of the 50-cent crayon boxes, doing your homeschool, you know, during when you go buy all of your supplies at Walmart, that is a good deal. I try to put on here what I find is a good deal. The jumbo sticks, the pink erasers, the markers were a good deal, but mostly I just stock up on these. All right, and this one's empty. So this is still a work in progress. Let's see, did I go through this drawer? Oh, and then I have some manila drawing paper for morning time and our drawing. So there's another addition. All right. And actually, this is something I cannot believe that I'm showing because it just feels like the catch-all, but it actually has been really helpful. I just put, I'm actually going to try to find a better organization system for this right here. It just kind of serves as throw it all in. But yeah, and right now I have like things that need to be put up right here in the schoolroom organized. That's Riley's calendar, and I've got, I mean not calendar, her little map. And I've got 1, 2, 3, sometimes more little hanging backpacks that the kids constantly grab to put toys in or go or we'll use for CC. And then I have my CD player. Okay, so let me show you what's in this bookcase. This is something I'm trying this year, and if you hear little Einsteins booming in the background, that is because my toddler is happy watching that for a few minutes and while I can film this. Okay, so I have, like, you know, some different books we enjoy reading. This is the first time I've incorporated this system. I am left-handed, so I do kind of do things weird, but yeah, I'll show you. These are like weekly, like for CC, and then I have the books or whatever that I have so far that we will be using per week behind that folder. For example, week 2, I believe, and I have the books that we will be using. Squanto, Thanksgiving Story, what was the first Thanksgiving? So that's a really cool thing. That's the first, this is the first year I'm gonna try out that. Here we have art books, we have nature books, we have some Wimpy Kids and the I Survived series. I have lots of dinosaur books. We have these 4 books which came from Usborne. They're wonderful, I love them. And right here we have all of our Magic Tree House. So, and then down here we have all of our Bible, you know, kind of like little different things that we use. There's like some kid devotionals. I think Pilgrim's Progress is down there as well. So yeah, here is this, and this is probably the junkiest part of my schoolroom. It's the catch-all, and we have this box. This is stuff that usually I'll just stick right here, and it's actually got to be gone through before we start school on Monday, but this gives you a pretty good idea of what we're looking at as far as the schoolroom for those that have asked and those that have requested it. It's really simple. It works for us. The school table is the newest addition this year, so we're just really hoping that, you know, it'll go over and it'll be fine. And we're really hoping for a blessed year. Look for future videos. I'm sorry I'm a little out of breath. I've been running, grabbing kids, and like coming back and feeding pancakes and coming back and doing this and that. But anyway, I wanted to try to kind of do this early, and we've done it in sections, which has really worked. So God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope the video helps you in some way. So see you all soon.